Wayama ya mengwangwa. Hey, wayama netimwae. At some 40 shoko. Ghana for me the unbreakable joy is blessing. Oh, share HRETV. Koswana she. Now be inshira unbreakable. Keep it locked.
Check the statistics. What from beaucoup d'État on my big six. We remove all the girls, logistics. You want here top speed, Olympics. Yo, what up, people? It's your boy Natalie, and I'm watching HRETV, man. Keep it locked. Badman operator.
Hello, guys. It's your girl Pamela Odame Watara, and I just want to recommend HRETV for you guys for all your latest interviews. Just stay tuned at HRETV. I love you guys. Mwah.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen. You are watching me live on HRETV. HR, His Royal Majesty. Oh my goodness, I love the name of this TV. HRETV. Oh my goodness. Just catch us live on YouTube. Just go there, HRETV, and click subscribe, and then get update on everything that they put there, and then watch them also live on Facebook. When you hear the name HRTV, you are talking about television that comes from the heart. Oh, HRTV. Oh, Makuma Tomi Mwati. Me that one say.
Good morning, children. A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, R, E, H, R, E, H, R, E, T, V. Go and watch HRETV. Bye bye.
What's up, one? Your friend Carla Boss, the only boss with what this. Do you know about TapTapSend? TapTapSend is one of the easiest, convenient, reliable money transfer app you can get. You can download TapTapSend on Google Play Store or App Store. We download it and then you register. Register and you are good to go to send money across every place, many countries in the world. TapTapSend. Why wouldn't that happen? What's up, one? Your friend Carla Boss, the only boss with what this.
All right. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, once again to the most prolific show, profound and prudent show, Time with TapTapSend, right here on HRE TV. Please take the time to share this video to your loved ones, your friends, families, and also anybody that might find this interesting. Again, my name is PK Oforia Senso, and I'm going to be your host for tonight. And I'm in the studio with my awesome, dedicated, and committed DJ Credit Karma. That's his new nickname. My producer director, Nana Lord, aka DJ Karma. If you want to understand why we call him DJ Karma, Simon Chambers, and I will give you the details. Also, big shout outs to producers at large, A-Class, and also Danny for making sure that this show is successful. Big shout out to whoever is watching us, wherever you're watching us from, and also big thanks to those that are listening to us whilst they're busy at work and also making some time out of the busy schedule just to listen to us and also make this show a very successful one. I want to say a big thank you to each and one of you all for coming. And please share the Zoom link to your friends. We are live on Facebook, TapTapSend Ghana, Facebook HRETV, Facebook PK Oforia Senso, and also YouTube HRETV. So please make sure you share this to your friends and family so that we can have a beautiful show tonight. We have a wonderful and awesome, guest speaker with us who will be telling us a little bit about trading and also diving deep about trading as well. He's going to tell us who he is, a little bit about his background. Then from there we can dive deep into trading and how we can have a financial breakthrough. Let's go ahead and take some commercials from those that help us to make this successful. So let me talk about Feel Good Services, okay? In terms of looking for a motivational speaker or a mental health educator, look no further about Feel Good Services at feelgoodservices@gmail.com. It's kind of weird how it has the double words to it. All right. Feel Good Homes also provides the best of building customized homes for individuals, legitimate land sales, condos and apartments at good locations. Okay, if you're looking for Airbnb this Christmas, if you're gonna be in Ghana, or any other time, if you're gonna be in Ghana, please, they have locations at East Legon Hills and Pokwase. Please contact them at 513-372-5758, or if you have the Ghana number, contact them at +233-208-149-504. You can still contact them on their email address, feelgoodservices@gmail.com. All right. We're going to talk about Happy Glow GH. So the Happy Glow GH is one of our sponsors from day one. And they've been very, very prolific when it comes to making sure that this show gets to your doorsteps. Happy Glow GH is located right at Ashaman Estate, 20 meters away from the community hospital, right opposite Veggies and Grill. And you can go over there for all your cosmetics, facials, eyebrow or eyelash threading, waxing, pedicure, manicure, acrylic nails design, and everything that will enhance your beauty. Happy Glow says beauty pronounced. So go over there and get your beauty pronounced as well. I know I'm going to be there in December, so please make it a date and go to Happy Glow GH. Let's talk about Always Cleanliness. Always, I always get his name. Oswald Wellness Clinic. So Oswald Wellness Clinic gives you the best of family nurse practitioner in case you're looking for a primary care or IV hydration, weight management, or in case you're looking for a primary care. Like I said, they are located on the Beckett Circle, right, in Westchester, Ohio. But they have license in Maryland and Ohio. So if you're located in any of these two states, please call them at 513-268-2740. In case you're looking for the best suit to make you look good and also stand out, not outstanding, when you go out for events and occasions, Blunden Bespoke is the best place I can recommend for you, your family, and your loved ones. Contact them on +233-555-927-378, or you can WhatsApp them on +233-500-915-389. Yet you can still contact them on Instagram at Blunden_Bespoke. Your next business suit from Blunden. Now, finally, let's talk about TapTapSend. TapTapSend is the fastest, secured, and most reliable way to send money back home to Africa, not just Ghana, but for this purpose of this show, to Ghana. Please download the app on your Apple Store or your Google Play Store and just put in the promo code HRE so that you can get the $15 on your first transaction. So if you're going to be sending $50 back home, they will end up sending $65 to your loved ones or whoever you send the money to, but they will charge you $50 on your first transaction. This is the most affordable and secured way to send money back home. You don't have to worry about scammers getting into your account and taking away your money or anything like that. You can also send it to their bank account as well. So it's not just the mobile money aspect, but you can also send it to their bank account. So this is what I recommend to you and your family members. Again, TapTapSend is our biggest and proud sponsor for tonight's show. All right, let's dive deep into the show and let's talk about how trading is going to influence our financial breakthrough. So let me take this opportunity real quick to welcome Don. Don, hopefully I say your name right. It's Don Coleman, right?
Yes, sir.
All right, Don, how you doing today?
I'm doing great, and yourself?
Outstanding, outstanding. So I just want to introduce you to our viewers. Man, thank you for coming on the show. I know you have a lot to tell us today, but before we go into that, I'll go ahead and let our director have a quick introductory message, and also give us any updates or feedback that we have with TapTapSend for our viewers. Then I'll come back and just have you tell us who Don Coleman is, and also how trading is going to influence our financial breakthrough. So, Dr. A-Class, over to you. A-Class.
Oh, sorry. I was on mute while I was talking. Sorry.
No problem.
It was a moment I'm about a time with TapTapSend. on HRTV. And so, and I would like to say thank you very much for everyone who is on the show tonight. And also, update from TapTapSend. We would love to say that we'll continue to give you the best rates as possible as we can. And also, so now, I think some people might have seen some letters going around in the media related to some Bank of Ghana regulations and stuff with one of our partners. I can heavily and say everybody should be rest assured. And at the moment, by God's grace, we've got so many partners that we work with in Ghana, and they are just one of them. But we're doing our possible best to switch all our termination onto the other side whenever the need arises. Don't worry, your money is safe, the system is safe, everything is secured, and once you send, your money will get straight to your loved ones in Ghana, either by bank account or by mobile money as well. Tell them and as it is in the Bank of Ghana, TapTapSend, we are cleared and fully registered with them as well, and we have the licenses to send money to Ghana as well. Let's tell our loved ones. Some people are circulating some unnecessary messages across. So please, let's tell our loved ones and let them know, say 100%, TapTapSend is still in operation. And which one of our partners now, we've got so many partners that work with at the moment. And we can say that we are the largest money sending company that has more partners in Ghana. And so we associate the other side. Let's continue to believe in TapTapSend and let's continue to spread the good news also. So at this point in time, I'll leave it back to PK and Daniel for you to continue with the trade, And when we come back now, there's a good news for all those who missed the winners for last week, USA draw. And there's a good news for those people as well. So we'll say that please, Montam Chuku, next year back now, we'll announce the winners for those in the USA and Canada as well to everyone. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Thank you for the breakdown of the updates, and also let us know that still there is hope. Please do not lose hope, do not lose focus, and let's keep pushing. Again, please share this video and share this Zoom link to your friends and family, because this information received firsthand is worth than people try to get that from you. So please. Don, how are you feeling today?
I am doing magnificent. I'm doing great. And yourself?
Outstanding. Hey, tell us a little bit about you, man. Who's Don Coleman? A little background. Say in 2 to 5 minutes, tell us a little background about you so that our viewers get to know who you are, and also in case they want to follow you and locate you, all your social media handles, and if they have any website, you can put in the chat as well so that they can we all can be a part of what you do.
No, absolutely. Well, again, thank you for having me on here. I want to thank also Phineas and everybody else. My name is Don Coleman. I am currently living in the good old state of Kentucky in the USA. And so I've been here. I'm married 7 years, and I'm still alive. Thank God. Well, she's still alive. Thank God. No. But we're married 7 years, and we have 2 little ones. So if you all hear any kids in the background, don't worry. I'm not watching cartoons. It's just them running around my house. And
that's right.
So we have 2 little ones, 5-year-old and a 3-year-old. And I was born and raised in the Washington, D.C. area, in the nation's capital. And so we moved here 3 years ago. The reason why is because for ministry. And so I am a pastor. We pastor, it's called the Supernatural Church, which we planted back in April of this year. And so God has been really moving and blowing upon it. And really, it's been my desire to, and I know I'm called to full-time ministry. So actually, since I was 13 years old, I knew that God was calling me into ministry. And obviously, as I got a little older and was able to work, I went ahead and got a job, and I just started working. 9-to-5 jobs. And as I continued to go deeper into ministry, and I really understood, the calling that God had on my life, and not just ministry, and not just the calling that God had on my life, but also I understood that I wanted to spend more time with my wife, and I wanted to spend more time with my kids. I didn't want to be one to, and I loved working, don't get me wrong, but I didn't want to have to spend half of my day, with other people, instead of the ones that I really love. And so, a few years ago, I said, God, something's got to change. Something has to happen because, I want to be a millionaire. Who doesn't? I don't know. Some people don't. But anyway, I want to be a millionaire. And, I know that, I have the potential to do so, but I didn't know how. And I know the Bible says that the wealth of the wicked is laid up for the just. And many people kind of, I don't know, they don't really have the full understanding of that scripture. But one day I just asked God, I said, God, well, listen, you said that the wealth of the wicked is laid up for the just. And apparently my wealth is laid up somewhere because it's not in my pockets, neither is it in my bank account. And so, I said, God, I don't know. Do I have to get laid up with it? I don't know. I need that thing to come on down. And so I just really begin to have this real conversation with him, and let him know, like, hey, I'm tired of just going to this 9-to-5, the American dream of, I don't even know what that is anymore, because the American dream now is, really working a job all your life, waiting till you're in your 60s to retire. Like, I don't want to do that, and I wanted to break something. I grew up on food stamps. I grew up on assistance. My mom, she was a single mother of 6 kids. And so I understand what it was to watch her not eat, so that we could eat. I understood what it meant to live in poverty, and I didn't want to do that for me and my family, and so I'm thankful for what my mother did, but I also believe what she did was a sacrifice so that I won't have to experience that same degree, that same level. And so here I am now, God, I had that conversation with God a few years ago, and, I was just point blank, hey, I need to do something now in order to see myself and my family, succeed financially, because I was tired, you all. And I know some of you all on here right now, you're probably, I'm sure this is why you're on here, is that you're tired of living paycheck to paycheck. I remember I got into financial coaching, and the statistics for people who live paycheck to paycheck, the statistics, it's terrible. It's terrible. And here we are trying to give Russia millions of dollars. I don't understand it. I don't know. But anyway, that's neither here nor there. Right. I was doing financial coaching, and the statistics, even here in America, in the US, it's just crazy. Among other countries, it's just continents, just crazy how people are living paycheck to paycheck. So I said, God, I don't want to do it. I don't want to have to see my family go through that, no more, any longer, and then that's where I came in contact, which I believe is by the Spirit of God, by God. I came in contact with trading, with day trading, with binary options trading. And that's where I'm at now.
Wow, that's beautiful. So you still pastor the church and still trade on the side?
Oh yeah, yes,
so
sir.
Let me ask you a funny question.
If I didn't, we'll all be in trouble.
So let me ask you a funny question. So has trading ever been one of the sermon preaching the church before?
Oh, has it ever been a sermon?
Yes.
Oh, not yet. But you gave me a good idea for Sunday.
All right, that was on the lighter note. So let's talk about trading. Before we talk about trading, why the name Eliana Trading?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. So it's Eliana Trading Co. And funny story. Like I said, I have a son. He's 5 years old, and he's a junior. And then I have my daughter. She's 3 years old, and she was born in 2020. She was a pandemic baby, is what they call it. And it was a funny story. I wasn't able to see her birth because the night before my wife went into labor, the night that my wife went into labor, I caught COVID. And so they wouldn't let me in. Crazy story. But anyway, we had named her Chosen. Her first name is Chosen, and so we were watching the Chosen TV series, and so it was easy to name my son because I'm like, okay, that's a junior. But for her, I was like, I don't know what to name her, and we were watching Chosen. I said, let's call her Chosen, and so then we were looking up a middle name, and before my wife and I had our son, my wife had a dream that we were going to have a son, and we had the son, but I had a dream we were going to have a daughter. So I'm like, well, God, I know you have an answer for me, So here comes my daughter, and she's born, and I say, Ila Anna, God has answered me. And so Ila Anna means God has answered me. And so when she was born, I said, wow, she's an answered prayer, an answered dream that God gave me. And so Ila Anna Trading, myself and my partner, we were kind of brainstorming about the name of the company. And the one thing that I could think of when I thought about trading was that God is answering our prayers. God is answering our prayers to become financially free, and not just financially free, but to assist other individuals such as yourselves to also become financially free and to receive your financial breakthrough.
All right. So talk to me and everybody on this platform. Those of us watching us on Facebook, YouTube, and on Zoom right now. Why must we get into trading? And why trading? And if you have any PowerPoint, you can go ahead and share that as well and just project it as you speak through it. If not, you can freestyle and just let us know. And the questions are just going to come. So this is how the show is going to go, right? We're going to let you go ahead and just speak. And once you're done, we're going to invite people to ask you questions. So some of them, not everybody likes to talk. Others like to chat based on where they're at. Maybe they might be at work, or maybe they just don't like to speak in public. So as the question comes, we're going to just ask you those questions and just get into it. And again, we are in financial bondage. Just take like you're talking to people that are in financial bondage, or people that are financial leveled and they want to just exceed, go above and beyond. Why trading? The floor is yours.
Awesome. Thank you. And I do have a PowerPoint, so maybe that would help as well.
Yes, sir.
Let me go ahead and get that up and running. Well, while I'm doing this, why trading? Why trading? And one of the main things that I found was that, and I was actually appalled. I was wondering. I was talking to my partner, and I said, "Why in the world?" This was a few years ago. I said, "Why in the world? Why don't we, as the church, know about trading?" And the reason why I asked myself that was because I saw how quick it was to gain money. I saw how quick it was to bring increase financially. I won't ever forget the very first time I traded, and I made money basically on my live account. I was driving, and actually I made it by accident because I didn't even know really how to do it all. I just knew how to put money in and what platform to use. And so I remember I was driving, I was on my way to the mall some years ago. And I think I had put maybe like $50 in. And in about maybe 15 to 20 minutes, I was up to $800. And I sat there in the car on the way to the mall. I remember I was at a red light when I hit the 800. Because of course I wasn't trading when I was actually driving. I had to wait till I got to a red light. And anyway, but I got to that red light, and I thought to myself, why in the world, why don't we know about this? And it hit me, wealthy people, a lot of wealthy people are stingy, and a lot of wealthy people would rather to see other people struggle instead of seeing them break through, right? And so when I gained this knowledge, actually that day, it's like I had a conversation with my partner and God, and I was just like, hey, if I learn this thing, God, and if you make me successful in this thing as an opportunity, because that's what it is, it's an opportunity. It's not the way, it's a way, it's a opportunity. Okay. And so I said, God, if you allow me to really break through and receive this thing, I promise I'm going to allow what you teach me to be told to other people. Okay. And so that's why I do trading. Okay. That's why I do trading. And so I'm going to bring up this PowerPoint. And so hopefully everybody can.
Yeah, everybody can see
see
right
this.
now. Looks good.
Okay, perfect. Okay, I wanted to make sure that, and make sure this is the. Yep. Okay, perfect. Awesome. All right. So what I'm going to do is this is my PowerPoint that I normally do for like webinars. So this is what you all are you all kind of get that access as well. But I am going to skip over some of the information, okay? Just so that we can speed up this process. And then I want to actually, is it all right if I show you all live trading? Is that cool too?
I mean, yeah, if you can do that, that's okay.
Yeah, I think we'll get on the charts as well towards the end of this thing, and I want to show you all how quick you can make money. Okay.
Yes,
All right.
sir.
Let's jump into this thing really quick. Like I said, I'm going to skip some of this. Obviously, we are a Christian company. Okay. And the reason being is because as my beliefs are, you know, in God, I promised God that if He showed me this, I'm going to do, and I'm going to tell everybody about Him. You know, as I teach this thing. So, so we are a Christian company, and we're rooted in faith. Our mission is to provide accessible and comprehensive educational resources that demystify trading while reflecting Christian values of honesty, integrity, and stewardship. Okay.
That's
And
good.
like I said, I'm going to jump through this again, a little bit about myself. This is my beautiful wife, my two little ones. They've grown up just a tad bit. This was about a year ago or so, this photo. But this is my beautiful family.
Beautiful
We're born
family.
again. Yes, thank you so much. We were born in the Maryland, D.C. area, currently reside in Kentucky. Like I said, we pastor the Supernatural Church. And just, again, a little bit about us. All right. And by the way, also, you know, the fun fact on the bottom right here is since 16 years old, one of my prayers, again, has always been to be a millionaire at 30 years old. And so I hit 30 in July. And so, you know, I've been talking to God because time is winding down. But it's coming. But it's coming. It's coming. Okay. Better late than sorry. This is one of my partners, Brian. All right. And his family. And let's go ahead and jump right in. So again, why are you here, right? I told you, you know, many people, you're here, you know, because you may be in some type of financial bondage and you're tired of working 9 to 5. I honestly do not believe that everybody on this call was meant to work 9 to 5 jobs. I refuse to believe it. I actually refuse to believe that most Christians, most believers who are kingdom minded, I honestly believe that, you know, they weren't created to work a 9 to 5. And so this is why many of you who are watching me right now, you've created side businesses, right? Your 9 to 5 is in itself entrepreneurial, meaning that, you know, some of your 9 to 5s, you're able to create your own hours. Some of your 9 to 5s, you're able to work at home and do it, right? And then other individuals, your 9 to 5 actually may be stuck on somebody else's clock, and that's all right. But you're just tired of doing it. You know, you want to, you know, you want to clock in on your own time. You want to do what you want to do, right? And so, why are you here? Many of you all, again, are here because you're looking for ways to escape it. You're looking for ways to escape that 9 to 5. You know, you want to be your own boss. You're tired of listening to what your boss has to say, and you want to be that person that is able to write yourself a check. Come on now, right? You're able to write. I was, man, I'm telling you, like when I first started trading, when I started actually seeing real money come through and was able to write my own check, I almost cried, you all, like a baby. Right? Because I remember where I came from. I remember where my mother came from. Right? So for me to be able to do it, to write myself my own check, right, to walk into a bank and at my age and unfortunately in the America, because of my color of my skin, you know, for them to take almost an hour long at the bank teller because they think it's fraud because of the amount. Come on, somebody, right? And I'm just smiling away waiting for them to hand me my money, right? Waiting for them to cash my check, to deposit my check. Okay, so these are the things that this is why we're here. This is why I'm doing this. Okay. Moreover, many people want to have multiple sources of income. So some people say, I don't want to quit my job for trading, and you don't have to. Actually, I tell people in the beginning, you probably shouldn't quit your job until you really start seeing consistent income come through, which it will come through. Okay. But many traders, they also work a 9 to 5. So you can work a 9 to 5 while trading, but you'll also realize how quick it is to just take 30 minutes out of your day before you go to work, right? And make about $500 and then go into your work. And you may just get tempted when your boss gets on your nerves, right? You may just get tempted when a coworker or when a patient or when a client says something sideways and you're just like, okay, listen, I don't have to do this. Right? So at the same time, there's a big group of individuals who want to improve their lives, especially by spending again more quality time with your family. And I think out of all of them, this right here is the absolute biggest one right here. Is for me to be able to spend quality time with my family. And not only that, but not only just with my family, but also not just with my natural family, but also with my spiritual family, right? To be able to build my ministry, to be able to build the kingdom of God. It allows me to have more time to be able to do these things. All right. And again, the clear thing everybody needs is extra time. We all need extra time. All right. Really quick, Deuteronomy chapter 8, verse 18 says, and you shall remember the Lord your God, for it is he who gives you the power to get wealth, that he may establish his covenant, which he swore to your fathers as it is this day. Right. So understand this. I don't want anybody on here thinking that, well, you're able to do this because of X, Y, and Z. No, God is not a respecter of persons. Okay. And it is he is the one that's going to give you the power to get wealth. All right. I feel like I'm preaching a little bit, but amen. Hallelujah. I'm going to skip through some of these things again. Some people, I don't know, it may be people in here or not, but some people say, well, I think trading is not biblical. Well, if you go home and study Matthew 25:14-23, you'll get a clearer perspective of this parable that Jesus is talking about, because the reality is this, you all. Trading is not gambling, okay? And if you ever feel like you're gambling when you're trading, you're not trading correctly. All right. So I tell people now, a lot of people message me on and off about this. Oh, I don't know if trading is trading. It feels like I'm gambling. It feels like, well, that's because you're doing it wrong. Why? Because gambling is something that you go in, you don't, it's just something that you're doing, right? Gambling is you're taking a chance. Trading, I don't take a chance. You all, when I get in the market, I don't take a chance. Okay. When I trade, when I put a trade in, I make sure that I'm putting it in based off of my analysis, my technical analysis, based off of my studies, okay? Based off of the trend of the market. And I'll go a little bit into that in a second, but it's not gambling, okay? So know that. So again, a few principles. The wealth of the wicked, God, the Bible says that a good man or a good person leaves an inheritance to their children's children. And that's what I'm trying to do, okay? But the wealth of the wicked is laid up for the just. And just a few scriptures if you're interested. If not, then, but a part of our company, Eli Island Trading, is that we want to make sure that individuals have a kingdom mindset. So what we do is we teach people how to have a kingdom mindset. So we literally go through scriptures. Okay. So what we're teaching is we're trading binary options. Okay.
Hold on just a second. What does binary options means?
Say that one more time.
What does binary options means when it says we trade in binary options?
Yes, so there's a few different types of trading styles you can do, and I believe it's actually right here. So there's a few different trading styles that we operate by. So when we talk about binary options, that's basically taking a piece. Okay, so like you have day trading, right? Let me start right here, and then I'm going to go into more specifically what exactly binary options is, so that way you can kind of understand. So with day trading involves buying and selling financial assets within the same trading day. Okay. So binary options falls under day trading, which means that I expect that when I put a trade in today, that I'm going to get something out of it today. Okay. Now, I don't know about you all, but that was my one of my main goals really, was that I wanted my money, and like the commercial says, and I want it now. Right. I wanted to, put a trade in and see that trade hit my bank account or hit my my balance right now. I didn't want to wait long. Okay. So day traders aim to profit from short-term price fluctuations, where then you have swing trading. And swing trading involves holiday positions for several days to weeks to capture short to medium-term price movements. We're not doing that. And then we have long-term trading. Long-term investing involves buying and holding assets for an extended period, often years or even decades. So some of you all may even be already in long-term trading. Some of you all may have placed, money into certain stocks, Bitcoin, for example, Apple, Tesla, or certain things like that. And you're just doing it more so on a long-term basis. And that's good too. I don't fight that. I think it's actually good to have long-term, but I also think it's pretty awesome to do some day trading too, to see some of that income come in right now. Okay. So trading versus investing. What I don't do, we don't do investing. I don't teach investing. Okay. So if you're looking for that, you're gonna have to talk to someone else.
Right.
But I again talk about trading because trading is right now. It's not tomorrow, it's right now. Investing is tomorrow. So you have the differences with trading is short term, investing long term. Trading is higher risk, investing is low risk. Okay. Did you hear that? Trading, when you trade, day trading, it is a higher risk. Okay. But the reason why you go high is so that you don't have to go home. You all know, right? When you play games, they say go high or go home. Okay. So trading is going high, investing is going home. You have to choose what you want to do. Trading is based off of technical analysis. Investing is fundamental. Trading benefits from volatility, and investing is benefits from stability. Trading more hands-on, investing more hands-off. Trading is profit. You have a profit mindset, meaning that you're looking to make profits as soon as possible. Investing, you're saying, hey, I'm gonna sit back. It's a growth mindset. Okay. In trading, there comes a psychology to trading. Okay. It comes a psychology to trading, and I'm gonna go through this really quickly because I want to show you all the good stuff. Okay. There's an influence on decisions. Emotions can significantly influence day trading, okay, in your decisions. For example, fear might lead a trader to sell prematurely out of panic, while greed can cause them to hold onto a winning trade for too long. So all of this goes into, you all, is the fact of, it's almost like giving, someone, it's like giving my 5-year-old son $20, right, to go buy something out of the store, okay? It's almost like that, do I really want to do this, or did I teach him well? Okay. And that's what trading falls down to, is, are you studying well? Okay. Why? Because the market is going to follow the trend. The market is going to follow what I'm going to teach you. It's not going to go the opposite way. The only time the only time someone would say it's going the opposite way is not that it went the opposite way. It's just that it broke the trend, and it's called, what we call in the trading world, it's retesting. Okay. It's almost like a reset. Okay. But the market does not go against what we are studying. And that's the amazing thing. That's the difference between a person who's just going to a casino trying to gamble with a few dollars versus a person who's trying to trade with a few dollars. Okay. After a person has actually studied. Okay. So when you're trading, there are emotions. I remember when I made my first $1,000 in trading, I wanted to throw that whole $1,000 that I made, I wanted to throw it back in and trade with it, right? And that's emotional. Okay, if I started off, let me give you another example. I started off with one time $300, and in one day I got up to 5,000 within maybe, I would say, 10 hours, sporadically throughout the day. I went from $300 to $5,000. Okay, now my emotions could have gotten in the way, and it almost did. How, you may say? Well, easy. Leave that. Okay, I see that 5,000. Oh, well, my goal was really only $500 today profit, but I got up to 5,000. If I keep going, maybe I can get to 10,000. And it's the emotions that would push me to keep going, and I could potentially lose everything that I made, including my initial investment of $300. Okay. So a part of what I teach is trading psychology, right? How to trade wisely, how to trade smart, how to not be greedy. Okay. There's been many times where I was so greedy and I lost it because of my greed. Okay. I've lost it. Okay. The most that I've made so far was $14,000 trading, $14,000 off of a $500 investment. Okay. That means putting $500 in and getting $14,000 out, which means that the total, and that was actually in within a few days, but I also did more than that the next week. But anyway, but in a few days, that was $14,500 that I actually took out, but my profit was 14,000, right? But again, if I wasn't trading smart, if I wasn't trading wisely, which is what I teach traders how to do, you're not going to be a good trader. All right.
Gotcha.
Why? Because there's risk. Because there's risk to trading. So what is risk? Risk in trading means the possibility of losing some or all of your money you've invested in a financial asset. It's like the downside or potential loss in a bet. Listen, you don't want to do it. You don't want to do it. But guess what? Unfortunately, sometimes it happens because people, even like myself, sometimes we're hard-headed. And sometimes we get greedy, which again is something that, it's just you have to learn when to stop. Okay. So what I teach people is that you have to make a goal, set a goal. Okay. You all set a goal. If you're starting with $100, what is your goal for the day? How much are you good with? How much will cover your bills? How much will cover, that car that you want? How much will cover your house note, your mortgage, your rent? How much will cover the things that you need and the things that you want as well, but not the things that, you don't need to buy a jet tomorrow. You know what I mean? Like, you can save that unless you need to. I don't know your life. Maybe you do need to buy a jet tomorrow, but do you get what I'm saying? Okay. You want to be wise. So one of my things that I did one day, for 2 weeks, I said, you know what, my goal these 2 weeks, because I knew I needed to buy something. My goal was $2,000 a day, and I hit it. Okay. Another week, I said my goal was $500 a day, and I hit it. Okay. So it's very easy to hit it. But again, it's very tempting to go beyond what you actually need. And that's the risk. So why does risk exist? Risk exists because financial markets are unpredictable. They can be unpredictable. Okay. Prices can go up and down due to various factors like the economy, just like the economy. You all know. Now, listen, you can study all day, but if Biden says something crazy, right? Or if war is breaking out, it could be choppy. Okay. If something is breaking in the news, right? All of these things have something to do with the financial markets. All right. Does anybody have any questions so far before we?
No, we good. We good. We're gonna get a questions all together. They're just following along.
Awesome. Okay. So here we go. The types of trading. So we have the stocks. So you all know, like, the stock market, Tesla, Apple, all of the companies, right? Stock trading involves buying and selling shares, pieces of ownership in publicly traded companies. Options are contracts, okay, that give you the right, but not the obligation to buy or sell an asset, such as stocks or currencies, at a predetermined price, a strike price, on or before a specific date, okay, which is the expiration date. And then you have Forex. All right. And Forex trading involves trading currencies, okay, trading currencies from different countries. All right. It's also called currency trading. And then you have you have so many types. If you all go through, you have so many types of trading. I want to say it's at least maybe like eight different ones or something like that. But you have different types of trading. And here's the thing, right? So what I teach binary options. Okay. And with binary options, you can literally learn how, as you learn binary options, you can learn how to trade in the Forex realm. You can learn how to trade just straight cryptocurrency, because one thing I like about options is that it kind of gives a full knowledge on how the charts move, on how candlesticks, on how another form of a kind of like a candlestick is Hakinashis, which is what I use, how they move, how the flow of the chart moves, right? A lot of it is almost the same language, okay? It's almost like, if you speak English, but you don't live in Kentucky, but you live in a different state, okay? So it's almost like all speaking the same language. So that's what I love about binary options in itself, okay? So you have the Forex market, and a lot of people are very familiar with the Forex market because of, Bitcoin and whatnot, okay? So the Forex market is the largest financial market in the world. Some people are afraid of it, unfortunately. A lot of people are afraid of it. A lot of people are skeptical because they're wondering, well, I don't know if I put my money in this, what's going to happen? Is it going to go down? Because I heard Lil Nene, she said she put $500 and then now she don't got nothing. Well, two things, okay? Number one, Lil Nene probably didn't have a financial coach or a financial individual to tell her where to put her money at. Number two, it don't matter what Lil Nene says because we're not investing. So one thing I love about trading is that trading, again, is not investing. I am not investing in the Forex market with trading. If I do that, that's going to be on the side. Okay. What I'm not teaching you to let me get your money and put it somewhere else. And then over a few years, let's see what happens. No, I'm teaching you how to put your money somewhere and get it back the same day or within the next few days, depending on if you leave the money in your account, but you still have access over that money. Okay. So again, the Forex market, it is the largest financial market in the world with a daily turnover that has increased from 6.6 trillion in 2019 to 7.6 trillion in April 2023. So just my personal belief, I believe that, the dollar, the Forex market looks pretty encouraging in regards to where money is going. Okay. And us getting away, especially the US getting away from the US dollar. Now, what I do believe, and this is just a side note, is that, that the US is, instead of using Bitcoin, because they don't like Bitcoin because they can't track it or can't trace it. But I do believe that they're actually in the process of making their own coin, but that's a whole nother story for another day. Okay. But anyway, this is just a little information that you need to know about the Forex market because you will be trading within the realm of it. Okay. So day trading. So I'm going to show you a little bit, how we gain prices and how we gain profits. And I'm going to also share, some strategies because here's the thing, right? With day trading, if you have the strategies, you'll have the money. Okay. So the broker that we use is many brokers, many platforms. Some people use MT4, and for any individuals on here that are familiar with any type of trading, you understand what I'm talking about. Some people use MT5. We use pocket options. Okay. And so you're free to go on the website, check it out. I do have an affiliate link if you are interested, and we'll talk about that in a few. I do have an affiliate link that will give you 50% promo.
And what is 50% of how much you put in, or 50% of
yes,
what?
Sir.
Okay, gotcha.
Yes, sir. So 50% of how much you put in. So if you put in 500, you get an extra 250. If you say, hey, I got $5,000, then you'll get an extra 2,500. So 50% of however much you put in. With
So can I put in the 5,000 and get an extra 25 and just withdraw everything out?
Say that last part again.
So put in 5,000, get the extra 2,500 and just take everything out.
Negative.
How does that work?
Pocket options will be broke if that happened. No, so how it works is that you get the 50%, okay, and I have that code for you. And you cannot take out that 50%. Okay, you cannot take out that 50% until you hit a certain profit, and they'll tell you. It depends on how much you put in, so they'll tell you. So sometimes if you put in 5,000, for example, they give you 2,500. You may not be able to take out that 2,500 until you hit about 15,000, for example, 15,000 profit. Okay. Now, but here's the good thing. Okay. Here's the good thing. One thing I love about the promo is that if I put in 5,000, they give me 2,500. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
That means it's almost like you have 2,500 extra to start off, and you could start off essentially with the big trade, if you get what I'm saying. Okay, so instead of starting off with that $5,000 originally,
you just send back that one, right?
Say it again.
You're gonna send back the 5,000 and just work with the 2,500.
Exactly.
Gotcha.
Exactly, and that's what I teach individuals to do. That is a smarter way to do it, so that you won't have to go into your own personal funds instantly. Okay. And then also, let's say you never get to that, whatever that amount they say you have to get to. Like if they say you have to get to 15,000 to take out your bonus. Let's say you never get to 15,000. Let's say you go from, that 5,000, you get to $8,000. Okay. And at that point, you can still take out your profit. You'll just lose the original bonus that they gave you. Okay. But you can still take out your profit, which is what I recommend. I mean, getting to the amount that they want you to get to, sometimes it's just going to take some time to do it. And it can be very tedious. Okay. But I use pocket options. Pocket options has been around for some time. It actually, and I mean, myself, I'm a testimony. Some people say, well, have you really taken money out? Yes, and I can show you the proof. I can show you the deposits. And how it works is it formulates through Forex. So you do have to have a middleman like Cash App. I've used Cash App. You can use Cash App. You can use. I'm sorry. I'm trying to think of the other what I use. It just
Zelle?
literally just missed my. Say that again.
Zelle?
No, not actually. No. I don't think not Zelle.
Venmo?
I'm sorry.
Venmo?
Venmo. You may be able to do Bitcoin. Wherever you can do like Bitcoin. Okay, you want to do because that's how it transfers the money. So I think PayPal also. I've done PayPal before as well. But I'm trying to think of one that I use all the time, and it just literally. 1 second. Coinbase.
Oh, okay.
Coinbase. Okay, Coinbase is also another pretty familiar one. So I stick between Coinbase and Cash App. Cash App is just easy because it's already there, but Coinbase I use for like larger transactions. Okay, because sometimes Cash App could be a little nosy, and Coinbase is actually for trading and
Exactly.
transferring. So again, Cash App. If you ever go to your Cash App, you'll see on the bottom, maybe under your setting or something like that about Bitcoin. So we basically what you do is, let's say I want to deposit $500 into Pocket Options. I'll buy $500 worth of Bitcoin, and then I'll send the Bitcoin to my Pocket Options. Okay, and it's something that I train and I teach everybody how to do, and also again how to get that 50% promo to start off, and then also even after that, there's ways to continue to get 50% and sometimes even 90%. Can you believe I've had a 90% promo?
Wow.
And yeah, I know. Wow, right? That is amazing. That's amazing. So when you put $2,000-$3,000 in, I mean, you're basically getting it doubled back. Now, another reason why I like Pocket Options, this may make some people excited right here, is if you look at the bottom, why we like Pocket Options. Number one, it's easy to use. People have become six-figure traders on it. Plethora of promos. And lastly, the highest payout is 92% for a trade. That's for a trade. So the way Pocket Options works is not like your regular MT4, MT5 platform of trading. Pocket Options, how it works, and I'm going to show you in a second, is that it's based off of time. Okay. So when I look at the chart and I chart my chart out and I teach you how to do all that stuff, I'm believing that, for example, let's say in 3 minutes that it's going to hit or surpass where I believe it's going to surpass within 3 minutes, or let's say I say 2 minutes, or let's say I say 1 minute, or very risky. And I'll show you tonight. Sometimes I've done it. Let's say I say in 5 seconds. What am I talking about? What I'm saying is that in the least of 5 seconds, which I don't recommend because this is very high risk, but in 5 seconds, you can almost double your initial investment. Pocket Options gives up to 92% per trade. Okay, that is amazing. That is amazing. Okay, and that 92%, though, it is going to be a little bit harder to do because that is being ran on the OTC, which is the over-the-counter market. Okay, and the over-the-counter market is very it can be very risky at times, because over the counter basically means that not only are you being held by the market standards, but you're also being, now the broker itself has its hands and it can see some of what you're doing. Okay, so you have to be very careful when you're trading OTC, which is again 92% trades, but usually the other trades are about 60%. Okay, the regular off the market. Not OTC. So in the regular market trading, that's about a 60%, 50%, which is still pretty good of your initial investment. All right. So at this time, I want to go ahead and just show you a few examples, if that's all right with everybody.
That's okay.
All right. And what I'm going to do is,
Are we getting to the live trading or not yet?
yes, sir.
We are. So hold on, let me pause real quick and see if people have questions before we get into the live trading. So at this point, if you have any questions, please unmute yourself and ask the question, or if you want to type it into the chat room, I will just go ahead and read it as well. Those of you on Facebook, YouTube, in case you bring your questions, I'm going to ask that as well. So please, and those of you who just text me on WhatsApp, I can also read your questions. But please, if anybody has anything to ask, go ahead and unmute yourself and ask before we get into the live trading. Let me go ahead and check Facebook whilst we're waiting for people to unmute themselves and talk. YouTube, Rance Ad says, good job, you all. So before I go to Facebook, I'll let Alex, Zebra Walker, just go ahead and come up with his question. Alex, go ahead and unmute yourself.
Yeah, so if somebody wanted that now money, how long does he have to work with you, and how much do you charge as a fee, and how long will you work with that person? Because maybe somebody don't have the time to always stay on, but just quick now money, not big money, just little by little, because once you get greedy, you lose it. So just somebody who is happy with just a little coming in, but on a regular basis. How do you go with that person? You charge him fees or what?
Yeah, great question. So what I want to do is I want to answer that, if that's all right. I want to answer that question after I show
go
you
ahead,
some of
man.
yeah, and just in a few minutes. I am going to answer that question, but I want to show you exactly a little bit more first before I answer that. But to answer a part of that, so what I've done is that, so being a husband, being a pastor, right, being a father, and obviously for those who know about pastoring, it's like your counselor and your psychologist and you're wearing all these hats. I know how hard it is to be able to get on Zoom, right, once a week or 2 times a week, at a specific time, and just to sit there and take notes and stuff like that, with kids who are crying, or with just whatever life is hitting at you. So what we've come up with is actually a pre-recorded online course for you. Okay, so meaning that we actually have all of the videos that you need to succeed in trading. Okay, we have all of those videos, and honestly, depending on how dedicated you are, you can get through those videos pretty fast. Okay, you can get through those videos very fast. Okay, and you could be on your way to actually being a successful trader in the matter of weeks. Okay, and the reason why I say weeks is because you want to practice. If this is not something that I don't believe, and I'm not going to call, though you can make money fast, I'm not going to call this some type of get rich quick type of thing, right? And if I were to say that, would it be lying? Some people would say no, some people would say yes. But the reason being is because this is something that it's real, it's not fake. It's almost, but it could feel like you're almost playing the casino online, because you're making this money at home or in the car or at work on your phone, which I trade on my phone. I have an app. There's an app on, or you can go on the browser on your phone, right? And you can make money. But listen, you all, as fast as you can make money, you can also lose money. Okay. So this is why I take my time, and this is why we taught these courses online. And we have these teachings available for you all, where you can actually watch each one, and I tell you to watch them multiple times so you can get a clear understanding. And then I also offer live trading, excuse me. It's where, sometimes throughout the week, we'll get on Zoom and say, hey, everybody, we'll get on Zoom tonight. If y'all want to join, if y'all have any questions, as you've watched your videos, let's talk about it, right? And I'll help you chart your chart. I'll help you, do X, Y, and Z. And then we also offer, if you don't like group settings, we also offer one-on-one calls as well. The one-on-one calls, it does come with an extra fee, but we do offer that for you all. So I hope that answered your question. And then I'll go a little deeper into.
So what is the fee? I think Alex wanted to know how much you guys charge, or that is something that you want them to consult you on the side. Is it like relatively variable from what other people you may charge?
Right. Well. It's actually it's a very it's a very good price, and I think my partner just rung the doorbell. So what I did tonight, and I talked to Phineas, is that I wanted to come up. Hey, give me 1 second. Let me answer this door. Is it Brian?
Okay.
Okay, you can open the door for him. I'm sorry, my son is over here. My 5-year-old son is answering the door. But what I'm going to do really quick, he just walked in the door because I was waiting for him. But I talked to Phineas, and I want to be able to give you all a good price tonight. Okay. So if y'all can, and I know this is like the time is gone, but give me 1 second, okay?
Okay.
I feel like I'm on Shark Tank and I have to like talk to my partner before I give a price. I'm sorry. 1 second.
That's okay. We have some questions for you too, whenever you're ready. So, guys, please bring all your questions, and also get ready to take some numbers down so that you guys can contact them on the back door. I'm pretty sure he wants to talk to his partner and see what deal they can give us tonight for all our viewers watching, so that they can actually. I've never done. I'm more into the investment part. I've never done trading, so I'm gonna start doing it myself and see how best that goes with me. So, yeah, the investment part, then it's kind of like slow, but at least say there's growth into whatever you're getting yourself into. And the bad part about it is when it drops, then you drop it, but when it kind of like gains, then you gain into as well. So always have to study the market and have a good broker who will be doing that for you. If you don't have the time like I do, then you're not gonna be. Just a second, guys. I'm almost.
All right. So sorry about that.
Yeah. So please, bring all your questions. You ready to proceed, or you wanted to
Yes,
go ahead with the second question?
We can.
Let's finish this one. Let's finish this one. So talking to your partner, what is the deal that you can give to our viewers on right now?
Yes. So for the tap viewers, so what we normally do is, I'm gonna be honest with you all, okay? And I'm gonna show you all right now, really quick. So if I can just, I'm gonna share my screen. I'm gonna share my screen really quick. I'm going to be 100 with you all, as I always am. Let's see, is this it, what I'm doing? Share. All right, perfect. Can you all see that? This is our website. So we have our website here, and I just want to be kind of open with you also. If you go right here, trading classes, this is where you can start now. And so we have a few different options. So this is, we call it the Kingdom Trading Course. Okay, so it's $1,500. Okay, we have a payment plan. You could pay 5 payments of $400 a month, which is a little bit over because it covers that finance fee. And then this is just different things, some extras. But this is actually how much our course cost. Okay, so if you click it, it's $1,500, right? There's no.
So is this the cost to become a broker?
So this is,
or is the cost to just trade?
Say that. No. This is the course from Eli on the trading. Okay, this is my course right there. Now, what I want to do now, this is how much.
No, what I'm trying to say is this the course to become like Don?
Yes.
Oh, okay, got you. So
yes, yeah. This is the course. This is myself and my partner's course. Okay, and so that is $1,500. Now, what we're going to do, and what I'm going to do is, and I talked to my partner right here, and we're agreeing. We're going to do something that we said we weren't going to go back down to, okay? And this is only for tonight, meaning that it's going to end at 12 midnight. I'm sorry, it's going to end at 11:59 p.m., okay? And that's going to be of a special price of $399, okay? Now, that is extremely very, very good pricing, okay? You will not find that type of pricing for a trading course, okay, you all? So what we're going to do is we're going to put that out there now. And what I'll do is, can I send the link? Is that all right?
Yeah, you can put it in the Zoom chat.
Okay, so what I'll do is I'll send the link right now. And
I'll go ahead and copy it and put it on Facebook and YouTube.
And this link is not on the website, okay? Because this is not for just anybody. This is just for you all specifically for tonight. So if you go on the website, you will not find this pricing, but it's a special link that you have to get this, okay? And so I'm sending it right now to everybody right there. So it is It's $400 flat rate, $399, and this will give you the full course. It'll also get you into a Discord group chat, meaning that you're gonna have access to all of the other students that we already have in the class. So it also gives you access again to the weekly or bi-weekly Zooms that we go on, and we teach you how to chart. What else? It gives you access to strategy books, and just so much more, so much more. 10% off of apparel. We have apparel launching, and oh, that's right. At first, we were doing 6 months, 6 month access. Okay, so basically 6 months to finish the course, 6 months with all the videos. But we've actually are now giving it a lifetime access. So you literally have lifetime access to all of these videos, to all the training courses, to the group chat, to the live sessions and everything like that.
Okay,
so
but how much do you guys charge people if they want to use you as the broker to, monitor their trading?
So if so are you saying, okay, so there's different ways we can go about that. So are you asking, when you say monitor the trading, are you saying to use us to trade for individuals?
Yes.
Or are you saying
Yes.
So if somebody wanted to give me money to trade with, is that what you're saying?
Yes.
Okay, so that is more so on a one-on-one basis, but we don't trade anything under $5,000.
Okay.
Okay. We don't trade anything under 5,000, and the reason being is because it can become time consuming, and we can trade that ourselves.
Gotcha.
So yeah,
And
so we usually don't.
So if let's say if I give you $5,000, how much are you charging me to do that for me?
Right. So what we do is normally when you say charge, we don't necessarily in a way charge. What we do is we'll if you give us 5,000, if you give me $5,000, what we'll do is we'll come up with an agreement on how much you're looking to get out of the five.
The most I can get is another 5,000. Then I get my initial 5,000 back too, right? And that can happen in the period of how long? Okay. And that's guaranteed? At least I appreciate your honesty though, because some people would just be like, yeah, it's guaranteed. Then once you get into it, it's like, oh, you know what? There's ups and downs. The market is not always the same. We have to keep monitoring and all the stuff. So. Okay, let me go ahead and read. Yeah, that's what I'm about to read. I'm about to read the question from Sir Win. Producer, if you can project that for me, please. From Sir Win asked the question. He said, "What is your recommendation for?" Oh, there you go. What is your recommendation for how much a first timer should invest? Also, what are the signs to look for before trading on specific product? Very good question. Don't trade at all. Man. Now we Africans, we'll probably take $100 or 150. Yeah, we don't play. I mean, your partner's African, right? Oh, okay. I saw him in the dashiki, so I thought he was African. Hey, how you doing, man? How you guys say "c'est pas ça"? Is that how you guys say it? "Ça passe." Okay. All right. But you speak French? Okay. Bonsoir, bonsoir. You speak Creole? Bonsoir, Brian. Tu parles français? Petit, petit? Tout petit. Bon. Oh, but see, I speak Ingro. Ingro is broken English. All right, nice to meet you, man. Thank you. So let's go to the next question. And this question is from, well, Collins made a very good point. I don't know if this is the Collins that I know, because he's also, well vested into trading. But he said nothing is guaranteed in trading, and he was just echoing the answer that you gave me, because I was just trying to make sure that's what it was. Then Yaps goes with a very beautiful question. Yaps goes with a very beautiful. I think some people got hot mics. Please mute your mics, please. Thank you. Yaps goes with a very beautiful question. You said this is a lifetime package, but averagely, how long does it take to learn back to back?
Okay, 3 months to really dive into, and if you're really serious about it, it could be sooner. Okay. And then I'm not saying that it's going to take you 3 months to make profit. I think it's going to take probably a little sooner than that, depending on if you go straight into it. But I think between 3 to 6 months on where you're really you're becoming more confident about it. Okay, consistent with your profits, because again, I made profits. I was telling them about my car ride to the mall and how I made $800. Right, I made profit. And I was just getting into trading. That was maybe like my second week trading, and I'm just like, oh, this is like an app that you can just get on, like a casino thing at that time, because I was gambling essentially because I didn't know what I was doing. So I was just getting on that thing, clicking buttons, and I'm like, oh, I just made another 100. Let me try it again. Oh, and I got up to 800. And so don't do that. Okay. But on average, that's what I would say, about between 3 to 6 months.
So the second part of the question was Win. He asked, what are some of the signs to look for before trading on specific products?
So what are some of the signs to look for before trading on a specific? When you say product, I'm assuming you're speaking about like a stock or cryptocurrency or something like that.
Right.
So yeah, we teach all of that. Okay, there are a lot of signs. Okay, that it's kind of like that. It's basically kind of going into the class, but let me give you one of the signs that I kind of told you about. Is a part of technical analysis is the media news, right? So that's one of the signs is that, hey, I don't want to jump in the market this morning because somebody did something crazy or somebody said something crazy on the news, and now it's picking up national attention across the world. Anything about Putin, anything about Trump, anything about Biden, right? Where it becomes national attention and everybody's eyes on that. I'm not trading today. Why? And you could trade. Let me say, me personally, I'm not, because it's a 50% chance that, the news is going to beat you.
Got you. All right. Let's go to Aaron. And Aaron says, we want to see live trading. Aaron, it's going to happen right now. Just one more question. The app says, and once you know what you are doing, how much time do you spend on this day averagely? And DOY goes, can I join the class from Europe? So those last two questions that we can go into live trading.
Yes. So I'm going to start from Doy. Yes, you can join the class from Europe. The pocket options. Well, first of all, the class is national as well as pocket options. Okay, so you shouldn't have any issues. But yes, you can join from Europe. And the good thing about that is that, again, it's not like we're saying, hey, U.S. Eastern time zone, come on Zoom at 7 p.m. And in your time zone, it may be a different time, right? So that's the cool thing about our classes, is that it's completely already pre-recorded. You can go and you can watch all of them. You could binge watch them instead of watching Netflix for the night. You could binge watch how to make money, okay, and how to make it fast and how to make it, at times with ease. So yes, you can join from Europe. And Yab says, once you know what you're doing, how much time do you spend on this day? Okay, so how much time do you spend once you know you're doing? I literally trade. I would say around, depending on how much time I want to put into it, about 30 minutes a day. Okay. And for me, I don't trade on Sundays. Well, sometimes I don't. If I do, it'll be at nighttime. But if I'm trading, I say a Monday through Friday, I'm usually spending about 30 minutes to an hour a day. Sometimes more time if I'm trying to reach a specific goal and I'm not hitting it within that time frame. Okay. But I've put $500 in. I've made $2,000 within 30 minutes, consistently, every day consistently. So it's very easy. Imagine what $500 extra a day can do in your. I don't know. Maybe we can get. Can I get some participation from everybody really quick? Just put some ones in the group chat. If $500 a day extra would benefit you, just put some ones. Just type ones really quick into the chat, because if thank you, Aaron. Aaron said, heck yes, $500 could help me, because I've realized with me that $1,000 a day, nice. $2,000 a day, nice, right? But if I could just get $500 a day, I don't have to work a 9-to-5 job. I could spend more time with my family, right? Thank you all. I could spend more time with my family. And then number 3, at the end of the year, I'll be a 6-figure income earner, making $500 a day, Monday through Friday. I've hit 6 figures, over $100,000. Boom, right there, right?
Okay, and let's do the math over here.
Yeah, please do the math.
500 times 30. Let's use the average month. That's $15,000 a month. I'm pretty sure if we can make $250 a day, we'll be fine.
That's right. Yes, sir. And there it is. And so $500 a day, I mean, it's pretty nice.
Last question before we go live. When you said 11:59 p.m. when the sale goes off, is it Eastern time? 11:59 Eastern.
Yes, it is Eastern time. So
because we got people watching us from different parts of the globe too. All right, cool.
Yes,
all right,
it's Eastern. So right now it's 7:20 right now p.m. So you have a few hours left, and it ends at 11:59, not 12. It's 11:59.
Okay, so let's go ahead and dive into the live trading so that we can draw the curtains on the show.
Yes. Okay. So what we're gonna do is let's do this. Okay. 1 second. 1 second.
So let's say if this live trading hits $1 million, do we all get a share?
Say that one more time. I'm sorry.
If this live trading hits $1 million, do we all get a share?
If it hits $1 million, do you all get what?
A share. It's profit sharing right there, right?
Well, you know, I don't know. It depends on if you're praying for me or not.
Well, we
All
on
right,
the
so here
same
we
team.
are. So here we are on the okay, let's see. I'm gonna make sure you all can see everything. Here we are on the pocket option. So this is how we're gonna look right here. Okay, when you go onto your account, okay. And so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna trade. This is my wife's account. So I'm gonna trade. So we have 500 on the demo right now, and so I'm gonna show you all really quick how this thing works. Okay. This obviously for many of y'all looks like Chinese right now. I remember the very first time that I got on pocket options, and I said, "What is this foolishness?" It feels like I'm on. It feels like I'm in New York City, looking at the stocks, you know, going on the TVs and stuff like that, and I had no clue what was going on. All right, but I'm going to show you really quick, right, how easy this thing can be as you study it, and also I want to show you how quickly you can lose money. Okay, I'm going to show you how quickly you can lose money, right? Because you did something wrong or because you didn't read something right. And I'm going to show you how quick you can get money without you even knowing what you're doing, right? Which I don't recommend you doing. So again, I'm going to choose some trades. I go over all of this, so don't think it's confusing. I go over all of this. Actually, Brian and I go over all of this during the classes and whatnot. So let me just click some of this and I'll show you what I'm doing. So like I said, we have currencies. You have cryptocurrency, which I don't really do cryptocurrencies on here, but I do currencies and stocks. So remember I told you about those stocks, Boeing, Facebook, you got Tesla, Apple. These are all that you see, 92%. Okay. And everything that we can trade right now, even some of these right here, oh, not these, I'm sorry, right here, are all OTC. Remember I talked to you about OTC. So it's higher risk. Okay. And the broker has more hands in it. Or we can go a little safer and get a 50% and just do a regular on a regular stock market. Okay. So you have those options. But today I'm going to show you 92%. Okay. So right now I have $528 in my account currently. And so what we're going to do is I think I'm just going to stay on this one. How about that? This is 81% profit right here. And so what I'm going to show you really quick, how fast do y'all want to make money? Do you want to make it in 5 seconds or do you want to make it in a minute or 2 minutes? 10 minutes, which is kind of what we recommend. But because of the sake of the class, we're going to do something really short today, okay?
Okay.
So we can get you all off of this call and you all can go ahead and get started on these classes, okay? So what I'm doing right now is I'm trying to find the perfect trade to jump into right now, okay? And again, normally, but because of time's sake, I'm not going to chart it today. But normally I do chart it before trading, which gives me better probability. Okay. So just give me 1 second. Okay. All right. So, okay. Let me see this right here. See what we do really quick. Give me 1 second, you all. It does take time when you're trading. Okay. So what I'm looking at right now is we have a support and resistance that is trying to break in. Again, this may sound like foreigners language right now, but I teach all of this in the course and it's very understandable. Okay. But I'm looking at a support and resistance imaginary line in my head that you can't see, but I see it right here. Okay. And I'm trying to see if it's going to break through this, what we call a support, a resistance right here, which means that it hit there already. Okay. And I go over all of that in the course. So don't worry. And it looks like it's trying to push back off of it. I may try to find a new one so we can hurry up and get into a trade. Okay. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to go on for a minute. 2 minutes. 2 minutes would be good. Really quick, while I'm looking for this trade, I want you all to understand also is that you have to know the times that you trade, okay? Because the market, as my partner just said as well, the market right now during this nighttime is not good, okay? So you have to also watch the times that you trade. Like I don't trade, I try not to trade. Sometimes I do, which is not good, but I try not to trade at the nighttime hours, okay? So you do want to be very careful because usually again during nighttime that's where the OTC really picks up. Okay, all right, okay, so this is what we're going to do. I'm going to show you really quick how you can gain and then lose by doing 5 seconds. Okay, so let's say we put $50 in, okay, and let's say based off of my analysis that I believe that in 5 seconds this is going to sell, okay? So let's see. As it hits this resistance. Let's see. Give me 1 second. Come on up, come on up. Come on up, come on up. Okay, so now it's going to start selling because once it hits one of these, either this one or this one, this is a resistance point. Actually, it hit it. You saw how it hit right here, and then it dropped back down. So I could have got it right there, and for 5 seconds, I would have been up good, okay? But I was talking, so I wasn't paying attention. All right, let's see if it tries to break past that, though, to the next one. Come on up. Come on. All right, give it a second. But do you all see how tedious this is? This is not something I'm just jumping in, okay?
So when does the clock start?
Right when I click it. Yep, I'll let you know right when I click it.
Got you.
I'm just trying to get the perfect entry. Okay, it's rejecting. So you see what it just did there? So we talk about this in the classes. What it's doing now, it's rejecting. That's good because that means it's getting ready to come down. I also teach on these indicators. These lines down here, all this right here is called an indicator. What's happening with this indicator? We see that it was going up and now it's curving down, meaning that we could have really right here got into like a 1 minute sell or 2 minute sell and been down here. Okay. Each candle stick that you see is we're on a 1 minute chart. Okay, 1 minute chart. So each one that you see is 1 minute. Okay, and let me see this really quick. Let's do a minute, and we're gonna go minute for a sale. Yeah, a minute for a sale right there. Okay, so what I did, I just jumped into 1 minute for a sale, and I put $50 in. Okay. And the payout, it shows you everything right here to the right side. I don't know if y'all can see my mouse.
Yeah, we can see.
But it's not. Okay, so it's 92%. I'm on a 92% payout. Okay, so my profit would be $46. Okay, that's only if in 1 minute this thing drops below here. Only. Okay, if it's above it, like right now, it's above it. And if it closes out, I'm not going to get it. Okay. But because of what I saw, I believe it's going to drop below. Now, sometimes, again, this is OTC. It could do sometimes. it is a higher risk, okay? But it's either I'm going to show you that we're going to gain today or we're going to lose today. $50. Okay? And now we have 10 seconds on the clock, okay? In this one trade, okay? Now, so that means in 1 minute, let's see what happens. We got 2 seconds left. Okay, there we go. In 1 minute, watch the account. It just went up to 574. We were at 528. Okay, so in 1 minute, because of the analysis, and what did I look at? I looked at the indicators, and I teach all of this, you all. I teach how when it's curving, watch what's happening. Right, it already hit this is what we call the Bollinger Band. Okay, and now we're going to go in for a sale. So I teach all that. Now, let me show you really quick 5 seconds. You know, again, this is very high risk. I don't recommend doing it, but let me see. All right, let's go in right there. All right, so within 5 seconds, what happens? And did you all see that?
The money dropped.
Yeah, he said the money dropped. But did you see what happened on the chart? How it shot up really quick. Okay, what I call that.
I was looking at the money.
Oh, you were looking at the money. But if you would have saw this right here, it literally shot up at the last second to kick me out. What is that called? That's called a very high risk on OTC. So this is why when we teach people, We teach people, hey, you can do OTC, or you can be a little bit more safe and get in the ones that are a little bit less percentage where they don't do that to you. Okay, they don't switch up like that on you on the last second. But that's how quick you can lose money. So within 5 seconds, okay? So the importance with this entire thing is that number one, that you chart, and we teach you how to chart. What does charting mean? That means I'm doing wrong one. That means I am drawing my lines, right? So I'm drawing the trend lines. So right here, what do we have right here? What we call is an uptrend. So we know that we're heading up right here. We're heading up on this right here. This is an uptrend. So that means that this is not, it's going to come down a little bit, but it's going to end up going back up. Okay, if that makes sense. So we trade on the trend line. So that means that if this is going up, my main trade should be what? To buy right here, to buy. Okay, according to the trend. Now, this is all, again, it may sound like Chinese to you right now, but it's literally everything everything we're going to teach you all, how to really build this thing. And again, now Brian, come here, Brian. I want them to see your face again. So Brian, one of his greatest trades was, how much was it? What did you start off with? The 8K?
Start off with $5.
$5, you all, and this is no joke. To how much?
To $8,000.
To $8,000. Okay, he went from $5, you all, to $8,000. How long was that? Did it take?
Like an hour and a half.
It took an hour and a half. Now, he was probably doing a lot of high risk trading, but he was on his computer, on his phone or whatever, and he was going at it. It's very much possible. It does sometimes it can take time. It takes time to learn it. Okay. And then it takes time to, when you actually get in the market, to sometimes sit back, watch, even as I was just doing, right? Because again, I don't like trading at night. So, usually the market is a little bit more, I like to say, understanding during the daytime. But you do want to be careful on a lot of those things, such as, again, OTC, when you see that 92%, though. And I'll be honest with you all, the most thing that we do trade on OTC, like a high amount of times. Okay. But again, it is very much more riskier as well. Okay.
Right. Beautiful. Thank you very much, Don and Brian, for making this a beautiful knowledge. So you guys sound like, a repository of great trading, knowledge. And thank you very much. So,
no problem.
Man, just take us home. Just give us the final words. I don't like to say your last words because it sounds like you're about to get out of here and go die. But give us your final statements on the show. In a minute, just wrap it up. Then, we will just go ahead and just jump off the show.
Yes. So thank you all for, listening in and whatnot. And, we're here for you all. So, we'd like to see you all really break free. And I understand some of y'all, $400 may be a lot of money, but it was $1,500, right? So you got to look at that. But also you have to understand that with every, and I had to understand this, with every breakthrough, there has to be sacrifice. There has to be sacrifice, and so some of y'all, you're just going to have to sacrifice. And honestly, you won't see breakthrough until you make a sacrifice. So I hope it's here, but if it's not here, it's going to be somewhere down the line if you desire to see that breakthrough. So we're asking, hey, join in on this class, gain as much knowledge as you can. And one day, hopefully soon, prayerfully soon, you'll be able to walk off your job if you would like to. You wouldn't have to work your job if you don't have to. You'll be able to help support your family, your immediate family, your extended family, and you'll be able to be really financially free. And that's what it's all about. That's why we're here. We're not looking to, cause people to go into more debt. And this is why we're able to offer this awesome discount for you all today. And again, so if you didn't get the link, I'm sending it right now again inside of the chat where you can register right there. And I hope to see everybody in the class starting. That's already started. And so that you can get on those videos. And then we'll be meeting next week on Zoom. All right. Doing live trading, and we'll be able to answer questions.
Thanks very much, Don. I'll let A-Class sign out with you. Then after that, I'm just going to come with my final statement as well. A-Class.
Thank you very much, Daniel, for the insights of knowledge
It's
that
done.
you given us. Can you hear me?
Yeah, it's done, not Daniel.
Oh, it's done.
Yeah, DON.
Yes.
Oh, thank you. Sorry, thank you very much for the correction.
No,
So
it's
thank
all
you
right.
very much, Dan, and for the insights of knowledge. And we say, on behalf of Startup Send and everybody on the call tonight, we'd like to appreciate the great knowledge you've given upon us. So thank you very much, and thank you.
Thank you. Thank you all for having me.
Hey, Don, thank you for coming. Brian, thank you for also stepping in. And it was a great time having you on the show and also making this a very meaningful, talk for everybody to just understand how the presentation goes. And also, it is my best interest that those that are interested should just take advantage of this awesome deal so that they can also get the knowledge into it. I'm very bad with trading because I don't have the patience. When I see the money going, I might chase it and lose it all. So, but those of you who have the discipline and the patience and the interest, most importantly the patience, please take advantage of this. Contact Don Coleman and Brian, and make sure you go out there, register, and make this happen. And let them know you came through with Time with Tatap Send so that you can get your discount as well. Thank you very much. God bless you guys for coming. All right. So this is where we end with the financial breakthrough with trading. And again, like I said, our awesome guest for today was Don Coleman. And we're going to move over into Q&A session with Tatap Sen. And I'm going to hand over to Director A-Class and Daniel for them to just take over the session.